Welcome back to my channel. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I have a good one for you today. Today's topic actually came from my brother. It wasn't my idea, it came from my brother, but I thought it was a very good one. That idea was I reached 2,000 subscribers. So today's topic is going to be a budget on $2,000 per month US dollars. Alright, so I'm going to start from the very beginning. I'm going to make this one very detailed. I did a budget video before, but today's video, I'm going to make it very detailed so you guys can follow it very easily, okay? Alright, starting off with a $2,000 budget. Today's exchange rate is 58.2 pesos per dollar. So that would be 116,400 pesos, equaling 2,000 US dollars. Going to take out the major ones at the very beginning, and then I'll sum it up at the very end for you. The biggest one will be the rent. That's 25,000 pesos. Equaling $429.55. Then we have parking. That was 5,000 pesos, equaling $85.91. And then we had 4,000 for electricity, that being $68.72. Now, one thing I have not talked about in the past, which is also a bill here, is your visa extensions. You're allowed to do a one-time 6-month extension at the very beginning. You can do that online as well, so it's very convenient for you to go online, right onto the website, and do your extension. Again, that's up for 6 months. But after the 6 months, after you do the one-time 6-month allowance, you have to do a visa extension every 2 months. That roughly runs about 2,000 pesos. I think it was actually 1,850, but I'm going to round up to 2,000. So that makes the monthly expense to be 1,000 pesos per month for your visa. That is $17.18 per month for that extension. Then I have gas. Now again, I have a car and I have a motorbike. I'm putting in a very reasonable amount of 2,000 pesos, which would be $34.36 at today's exchange rate. I have water. That's at 247 pesos, which equals $4.24. Then I have home Wi-Fi. That equals 1,300 pesos, which is US $22.33. Now here's the big one, guys, and people have been asking me a lot of questions regarding this. Food. I normally spend 600 pesos per meal, which would be basically 1,200 pesos per day. That would come out to be 36,000 pesos for the month. That would be $618.55. People have been asking me, well, what if you're dating someone? That expense actually goes down because here in the Philippines, your young lady's probably going to cook for you, guys. And I have noticed in the past that when I went shopping, I would spend about 8,000 pesos per 2 weeks. So then, again, for 2 people, that'd be 16,000 pesos, which would be half of this amount, which means your budget actually goes down when it comes to food, the food allowance. Unless you want to go out like me every single night, then you are going to have, again, a slightly larger amount. But again, most Filipinos keep that dollar amount down. They're very cost conscientious, so they actually keep that money down. One thing I'm going to discuss at the very end is cell phone, and I'm going to keep that out of it for right now because that can actually vary, so I'm going to keep that out. But I want to tell you the expense we have now. As of right now, if you add those all up, you're looking at $1,280.84 coming out of $2,000 US. That would leave you an amount of $719.16. I'm going to give you examples out of my lifestyle here to kind of take out of that $719.16. So the first thing I'm going to do is massages. If you do 3 massages per week for 1 hour, each massage is $7.73, equaling for the week $23.19. Now again, that is 3 shiatsu, or it could be a Swedish massage, or it could be a Thai massage. But again, they're roughly about the same exact price, 450 pesos per hour. You're looking at $23.19 per week. That monthly expense would be $92.78 for my massages. Then you're looking at a movie. You do a movie once or twice per month, you're looking at 249 pesos. That would be $4.28. So again, very inexpensive here to go check out your best movies that are coming out. And again, everything in here is updated. So all the movies that are coming out in the U.S. are also coming out here. So you don't have to worry about that going on. One of the big ones for guys here, what about that beer? What about that mixed drink? I'm not a mixed drinker, but I can tell you this. I usually get a San Miguel Light, or I can get the occasional Red Horse. you're looking at 100 pesos. Now again, that's bought at a restaurant and or a bar. That's about the average price I've come up with is 100 pesos. So you're looking at $1.72 per beer. All right, so now we're looking at what I think is the most important part. What are you left with at the end after you spent that amount? You're looking at $626.22 left over for the entire month for all your extras. That would be travel and things of that nature. So what I came up with is, instead of doing it by the month, having $626.22 left, I came up with it by the day. You're looking at $20.87 per day extra budget for all your extra things, all your extra activities. That is 1,214.86 pesos per day. The reason I bring that up, my roughly budget is between 3,000 to 4,000 pesos per day. So when you're looking at 1,214 pesos, you guys, that's another budget for food. So again, you have plenty left over on that $2,000 budget to have plenty left over to do whatever you may want to do. Now again, you can put all that towards traveling. I always try to make a good point of traveling here. An average travel for a single person, you're looking about $250 per trip. And again, that's for a 3 or 4 day visit somewhere like Bohol, Mwalwal, Oslo, something like that. Now again, you do it twice per month, you're looking at 500 US. So you're looking at that, taking that out of your budget. You have enough there for the $2,000 budget, US dollars per month, to do whatever you would like to do, guys. I cannot put enough emphasis on that. You will have plenty of money on a $2,000 budget here in the Philippines. That's living a mighty good life. Now again, you can change some things around. I live in in my opinion, I live in a very nice condo. You can decrease that a little bit, and you can go down to 16,000 per month. I mean 16,000 pesos. So you're gonna lower it by a significant amount. So again, that's how you could save. Eating out on lower end meals. I'm putting in a very American sized meal. I'm talking about 600 pesos per meal. I'm talking about doing like a Longhorn or a Outback back home. That's what the price would be here. Right at $10, $11 per meal. So that's what I'm factoring in. There are meals here, guys, like a chicken and sal, where you can actually go in for, say, 195 pesos for chicken and sal, which is like a grilled chicken breast with the drum, with like a barbecue sauce, with a side of rice, and then you add like say a 50 peso Coke, which is $1. You're keeping that budget well below that when it comes to food, eating out. Again, a lot of guys do that here. I kind of stick to the American foods, but again, you're looking for that budget person out there that's looking to save some pennies. Food is where you can actually make a huge dent into your budget. Depending on if you like to eat out every day, do you have that girlfriend that can actually cook for you and save you half of that budget per month from that American style meal? So again, you got a lot of factors here when you're looking at budget. But I wanted to bring this to you guys here today. That was the last part of my notes. But the good thing I'm telling you is that for 2,000 US dollars, you can have a very good life over here in the Philippines. I mean, a very, very good life. I have been so happy. I haven't been this happy my entire life. The Philippines has changed me as a person. It's made me, kind of like every morning when I wake up, I wake up with that smile on my face. Like, wow, I'm here in the Philippines. I don't have to get up at a certain time, be at a certain place. I get to do what I want, when I want, and that makes it an unbelievable thing here in the Philippines, where you can actually do what you want, travel when you want, go where you want, do the things that you enjoy to do on a regular basis. Again, that could be traveling down to Oslo and going scuba diving and or snorkeling with the whale sharks. That could be going over to Mwalwal, where actually it's known for your turtle excursions and or your sardines excursions, which is one of my favorite, guys. So when you get over here, definitely check out Oslo and check out Mwalwal. But again, to finalize things, I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for subscribing. Today's video I dedicate to you. Again, over 2,000 subscribers. I want to do a video on a $2,000 budget, kind of equal things out there for you guys to kind of get you on the same page as me, to know where you can be. If you are below that, I've shown you how you can actually survive on less than 2,000 US dollars per month. If you make more than that, you're living well, guys. Nothing to worry about, nothing to sacrifice. You're living a very good life. And I'm talking about you could upscale from where I'm at and go into the the nicer high rises, which I will show later in some of my videos. But again, thank you so much for the subscriptions. I really appreciate it. I love all your comments and your questions. It really puts a smile on my face every time I see one of your comments or one of your questions. I love to answer them as soon as I possibly can, so I usually get back to you right away. I thank you so much. I hope today's video brings some comfort to you guys when you're thinking about moving here to the Philippines. If you're on that fence and you're looking for that push over, that's what I'm here for. I'm trying to give you that push over the fence. Again, thank you so much. You're my champions. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You guys have a great day. Hope to see you soon here in the Philippines.